Please forgive me if I don't spend much time speaking specifically about Emily, her silliness, her competitiveness, her wiliness, which, by the way, is a synonym for foxiness. And those of you who know her know the significance of that. I won't tell the stories like when we went Christmas shopping and she asked my opinion about some pajamas, only to realize that I was picking out my own gift for her to give me at Christmas. Who of us will forget her laughter and her giggles? And look around, and what I see is the impact that one life can have on so many. Emily's life impacted so many more than just those of us who are sitting here. But I had a vision a few weeks ago about what happens when you drop something very delicate and it shatters. Shards go everywhere, and you're immobilized until others help pick up the pieces. So something shattered for us when Emily was first diagnosed with cancer. It's not supposed to come this early. I'm only on page 1. No. There were countless times when each of us, including Emily, were immobilized by the gravity of all of it. Plans were changed, dreams were snuffed out, fears were realized, countless tears were shed and are shed. We needed one another to help pick up the pieces, to try and make sense of what was happening. And while none of us could have imagined the outcome, the loss of our sweet Emily, and I don't think we'll ever understand why, I've come to appreciate more than ever how God has walked with us and has been ever present as one who heals and helps pick up broken pieces. And he's heard our cries. As Psalm 56:8 says, "You have seen me tossing and turning through the night. You have collected all my tears and preserved them in your bottle. You have recorded every one in your book."
Come on, Michaela.
So November 30th, 2018, we got the call about Emily's cancer, and God showed up. And he brought along with him James and Daniela, Alex and Michelle, and through appointments and procedures, they helped clean up some of the broken pieces with visits and meals, prayer, and unconditional love. AJ and M moved to Sacramento, still far from her family in Altadena, and they faced loneliness and the unknown. But God showed up, and he brought with him EJ and Claudia Vasquez, who offered friendship and a sense of belonging, and some pretty great parties. And on the night when the next tumor was found, in November of the next year, God was there. And he brought Natalie, Emily's sister, to the hospital that very night because she just happened to be in town. In the last week of Emily's life, God showed up in that sacred space to give comfort. And with him, he brought Alex and Emily and Christine and Jeff and Sarah and EJ and Claudia and Chris and Tabby. And in the midst of numbness that comes with profound grief, God showed up with people. God showed up and he brought with him people of action, people who made something happen, like Hallie and Alec and Paula. We were broken and devastated, but God continued to show up with those who offered comfort, understanding, and empathy. He brought Tim and Betsy and Sarah B. Sometimes grief overwhelmed the ability to maintain relationships, but God was there as a rescuer, and he sent Joe and Angela Klaus to offer safe haven. It takes a lot of time to walk the path of grief, but God came alongside and he sent Ben Weiss to join us and teach us how to walk. We didn't know what to say or how to pray, but God moved the hearts of those in the Sacramento, Pasadena, Asheville, and Triangle churches to faithfully pray with words we couldn't express. Losing Emily was devastating for all of us, but particularly for AJ. But God reached down from on high and took hold of him. He drew him out of deep waters. I had to use Psalm 18, AJ, you know. He surrounded him with supportive and loving relationships. The Chews, I almost said Chews. The Chews, the Hewells, the Sarahs, Jonathan, Daniel, and Mac. He used them to heal, refresh, and restore relationship. Time is what limits me tonight from making this list a few more pages long, but I wanted to share this passage about how our God promises to show up in the worst of times. In Isaiah 43, he says, "But now, the God who made you in the first place, the one who got you started, don't be afraid, I've redeemed you. I've called your name, you're mine. When you're in over your head, I'll be there with you. When you're in rough waters, you will not go down. When you're between a rock and a hard place, it won't be a dead end, because I am God, your personal God, the Holy Israel, your Savior." So how many people does it take to heal from the loss of Emily? I don't know the answer, but I know this room is a community of healers. God is using you tonight to help someone move from grief somewhere else down the path. I want to thank you publicly and apologize if I haven't told you personally for your part in helping us to remember, to heal, and to pick up broken pieces. Thank you.